Gentlemen, let me ask you a question that might genuinely shock you because the answer is often hiding in plain sight, right there in your fruit bowl. Did you know that the healthy fruits you've been eating every day, the ones you were told are good for your heart and your immune system, could actually be the single biggest reason why your testosterone is tanking, your energy is fading, and your performance in the bedroom is becoming a source of quiet anxiety? It's true. For a man over 50, not all fruit is created equal. The reality is that the modern fruit market is filled with hyper-sweetened varieties that, while natural, are hormonally devastating. They can spike your blood sugar faster than a candy bar, triggering a cascade of insulin and inflammation that directly crushes your masculine vitality. You're doing everything right. You're working out. Maybe you've cut back on red meat and you're trying to eat more fresh produce. But if you're choosing the wrong fruits, you're essentially pouring rocket fuel into your body with one hand and handing your hormonal factory a fire extinguisher with the other. In this deep dive, science-backed conversation, I'm going to draw a line in the sand. I'm going to reveal 4 fruits you absolutely must eat. The powerhouse nutrient-dense fruits that are scientifically proven to boost nitric oxide, stabilize blood pressure, and naturally support your testosterone levels. And then I'm going to reveal the 4 fruits you need to approach with extreme caution, or better yet, avoid entirely. These are the sugar bombs that quietly clog your arteries, feed stubborn belly fat, and drain your physical confidence. Stay with me until the end, because the final fruit on the avoid list is one of the most beloved, popular, and deceptively healthy fruits in the entire world. It could be the silent saboteur you are snacking on every single night, and it is absolutely destroying your ability to maintain healthy T levels. Ready to stop guessing and start fueling your body like the high-performance machine it is? Good. Before we get started, if you are a man who is committed to taking charge of his health, I want to hear from you. Hit that like button right now and tell me in the comments where in the world are you watching from. Your engagement helps this critical information reach more men who need it. Now let's bust the biggest myth holding you back. Most men come into my clinic resigned to a slow, steady decline. They tell me, "Dr. Mika Hayashi, I'm just getting older. My erections are softer, my energy is gone, and my desire is a memory." That's just age, right? Wrong. Age is just the clock ticking. The real enemy of your vitality is a 3-part biological betrayal triggered by poor dietary choices over time. Insulin resistance. This is ground zero. When you constantly flood your system with high sugar foods, your body gets tired of producing insulin to manage it. Your cells become resistant, meaning your pancreas has to pump out more and more insulin. High chronic insulin levels are directly toxic to testosterone production. Insulin tells your hormonal factory to shut down T production and simultaneously promotes the storage of visceral fat around your midsection. Aromatization, the estrogen crossover. Here's where the belly fat comes in. Visceral fat, the deep, dangerous fat around your organs, is not just storage. It's an endocrine organ. It contains an enzyme called aromatase that actively converts your precious testosterone into estrogen. The more sugar you eat, the more fat you store. The more fat you store, the more estrogen you produce. And the more estrogen you produce, the more testosterone you lose. It's a devastating hormonal death spiral. Vascular inflammation. High sugar and high insulin create constant low-grade inflammation. This inflammation stiffens the delicate lining of your blood vessels, the endothelium. An erection is 90% blood flow. When your arteries are stiff and resistant, blood cannot rush in quickly and fill the penile chambers fully. The result, weaker erections, reduced sensitivity, and a loss of spontaneous firmness. This is why certain fruits are silent killers. They are packaged in a way that allows their sugars, primarily fructose, to hit your system without the necessary fiber to slow down the spike. By making intelligent fruit choices, we are doing 3 things: reducing the insulin burden, fighting inflammation, and providing the raw materials to produce nitric oxide and testosterone naturally. You are not fighting age, you are fighting poor programming. Let's reprogram your fuel source. For those of you just joining me, I am Dr. Mika Hayashi, and for the past 12 years, my passion has been helping men over 50 navigate the tricky intersection of age and intimate health. As a urologist, I don't just see the symptoms, I see the underlying plumbing and the hormonal wiring. My approach is built on the understanding that the problems men face later in life, low energy, poor focus, flagging desire, and sexual performance issues, are almost always symptoms of a deeper systemic nutritional and metabolic imbalance. They are not character flaws, and they are not mandates from Father Time. I want to empower you to be your own first-line doctor. My goal today is to give you a straightforward, no-nonsense guide to using the most natural, accessible tools on earth. Food, to stabilize your hormones, clean your blood vessels, and restore the vital spark you thought was gone forever. This is about taking control. This is about dignity. Let's look at the fruits that are working for you. Supercharger 1, pomegranate, the dual-action hormone, and flow booster. We're starting with a fruit that's been an ancient symbol of fertility. Can this powerful red jewel do what pharmaceutical companies try to mimic, increase both your blood flow and your raw hormonal drive? Biologically, the arterial shield and T-support. Pomegranate is an absolute powerhouse. It's packed with a phenomenal amount of polyphenols and antioxidants, far surpassing most other fruits. Vascular repair. These antioxidants act like a protective shield for your endothelium, the inner lining of your arteries. They aggressively fight off oxidative stress, preventing the damage that leads to stiffness and plaque buildup. Cleaner. More flexible arteries mean blood flow is not just improved, it's optimized. Stronger arteries mean stronger, more reliable erections, hormonal balance. Pomegranate also contains compounds that help lower cortisol, your primary stress hormone. When cortisol is high, it suppresses testosterone production. By calming the stress response and providing hormonal support, studies have shown that consistent pomegranate intake can lead to a measurable increase in testosterone and improved mood. Emotionally, the return of drive. The benefit here is the return of desire and resilience. Low testosterone eroticases motivation, leaving you feeling sluggish, irritable, and uninterested in intimacy. By supporting your T levels, pomegranate helps restore your masculine drive. The world looks brighter, the gym is less of a chore, and your spontaneous interest in your partner or self-pleasure returns. It's the mental shift from resignation to readiness, practically the daily ritual. The key is pure juice. The most potent form is a daily glass of 100% pure, unsweetened pomegranate juice. Be careful to check the label for added sugars or blends. Think of it as your daily performance tonic. Versatility. You can also sprinkle the crunchy jewel like sades over yogurt or salads. The key is consistency. Make this a non-negotiable part of your daily fuel for sustained results. Supercharger 2, watermelon. Nature's vascular loosener. This is a classic summer treat, mostly water and sunshine. How can something so simple contain a hidden vascular superstar that functions as a natural arterial dilator, keeping your blood flow effortless? Biologically, the citrine nitric oxide loop. Watermelon's secret lies in its high concentration of the amino acid citrine, particularly in the white rind closest to the skin, the arterial signal. Once absorbed, your body converts citrine into l'arginine, which is the direct precursor to nitric oxide, NO. As you know, NO is the master key that tells the smooth muscle in your blood vessels to relax vasodilation, opening them up for maximum blood flow. The penile tissue relies entirely on this NO signal to fill and become firm, fighting erectile fatigue. Because watermelon provides this gentle, sustained boost in NO, it helps fight what I call erectile fatigue, the frustrating inability to maintain firmness over time. It ensures the plumbing stays open and primed for the long haul. Emotionally, the freedom from doubt. This fruit restores functional confidence. When you know your body is primed for fast, full, and sustained blood flow, the mental anxiety that often accompanies intimate moments vanishes. You are freed from the mental stopwatch, the worry about if you will be able to perform. Watermelon supports the physiological readiness that allows you to relax and enjoy the moment completely. Practically the smart timing pre-game fuel. Due to the citrine conversion time, eating watermelon a couple of hours before anticipated intimacy is a smart strategic move. Use the rind. Don't just eat the red flesh. Try blending small pieces of the pale green rind into your smoothies. It's dense with citrine and adds a surprising textural element, maximizing the vascular benefit. Supercharger 3 berries, the microvascular repair crew. These tiny colorful fruits are often overlooked as a garnish, yet they are arguably the most effective food for directly repairing the delicate inner lining of your arteries and stabilizing the blood sugar that crushes T levels. Biologically, the flavonoid and low glycemic advantage. We're talking about blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries. Their power comes from 2 key areas. Flavonoid concentration. Berries are loaded with a specific class of antioxidants called flavonoids, especially anthocyanins. These compounds are proven to strengthen the capillary walls and microvessels in the body. Since the arteries in the penis are tiny, delicate microvessels, this targeted repair is crucial for strong, sustained firmness. Think of it as repairing the smallest, most crucial pipes in your house. Low glycemic load. Unlike many of the destroyer fruits we'll cover, berries deliver their nutrients with a high dose of fiber and a low concentration of sugar. This means they are low on the glycemic index, preventing the sharp insulin spikes that kill testosterone and promote belly fat, emotionally sustainable energy, and mood. The emotional benefit is stable energy and mood. Because berries don't create a sugar rush and crash, you avoid the irritability, brain fog, and fatigue that sabotage desire. Your energy remains stable throughout the day, translating to better stamina and a happier, less volatile mindset. The essential ingredients for engaging in intimacy joyfully, not grudgingly. Practically the daily foundation. Non-negotiable. Make 1 cup of berries a non-negotiable part of your breakfast or snack routine. Fresh is best, but frozen berries are an excellent affordable option that retain their nutritional punch. Pairing. Sprinkle them over Greek yogurt for protein or oatmeal for sustained fiber to slow down sugar absorption even further. This is a foundational habit for hormonal protection. Supercharger 4, avocado, the tea-building fat and circulation mineral. It's technically a fruit, though most men think of it as a savory topping. But what if this creamy green powerhouse holds the exact essential fat necessary to produce every molecule of the male hormone that governs your vitality? Biologically, cholesterol precursors and potassium balance. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, potassium, and vitamin K, the hormone precursor. Testosterone, like other sex hormones, is synthesized from cholesterol. Your body needs healthy fats to provide the raw materials for this process. The monounsaturated fats in avocado provide the precise, clean fuel the body requires to manufacture testosterone efficiently. A low-fat diet is a direct pathway to low T, potassium, and blood pressure. Avocados are an amazing source of potassium. Potassium is a critical mineral that balances sodium, and its role is to help relax the blood vessel walls. This directly counteracts high blood pressure, which is a major stiffener of arteries, ensuring your plumbing remains pliable and responsive to the nitric oxide signal. Emotionally, enduring stamina and weight control. The emotional reward is mastery over your body composition and increased stamina. The healthy fats in avocado are incredibly satiating, helping you feel full and reducing the likelihood of snacking on sugar, which in turn prevents estrogen-producing belly fat. The combination of strong hormonal precursors and stable weight gives you a sense of physical control and enduring deep energy that transcends simple arousal. Practically the essential fat daily dose. Aim for half an avocado daily. Add it to your morning eggs. The yolk contains cholesterol. The fat contains the precursor, a perfect hormonal pairing. Blend it into a savory smoothie or smash it on whole grain toast. The power of pairing. Always consume your avocado with a source of protein, eggs, chicken to ensure sustained energy and maximum hormonal benefit. Now, for the reality check, we have to discuss the fruits that, despite their popular perception, are actively working against your goals of high T, strong erections, and lasting vitality. The enemy here is the insulin-testosterone death spiral we discussed earlier. Destroyer 1. Grapes, the concentrated sugar bomb. They're bite-sized, convenient, and often seen as a civilized snack. But when you eat a handful, are you actually consuming a sugar load equivalent to a can of soda, silently destroying your hormone balance? Biologically, high glycemic load and insulin shock. The problem with grapes is twofold. Sugar density. Grapes are small, but they are incredibly sugar-dense. Because you eat them in rapid succession, a whole bunch is very easy to consume. The amount of sugar hitting your bloodstream is immense. This triggers a massive sudden surge in blood sugar, forcing your pancreas to pump out an equally massive amount of insulin. T suppression. As we've established, chronic insulin surges are a direct hormonal signal to suppress testosterone production and activate fat storage. For a man over 50, this is the last thing you need. It's a vicious cycle where a quick snack leads to a slow hormonal decline. Emotionally, energy crash, and mood volatility. The emotional consequence is the energy crash. That quick sugar hit gives you a fleeting burst, but it's rapidly followed by fatigue, low mood, and irritability as your blood sugar plummets. This volatility makes you a less present partner, reduces your motivation for exercise, and reinforces the feeling that you are too tired for intimacy. Practically, portion and timing control the hard truth. Grapes should be treated as a dessert, not a snack. A handful here and there won't kill you, but eating them by the bunch regularly is hormonal self-sabotage. Substitution. Replace your grape habit with a handful of berries or a few slices of avocado. You get the nutrient payoff without the destructive sugar spike. Destroyer 2. Bananas. The starch and insulin roller coaster. They're the gym bag staple, famous for potassium. But is the potassium benefit outweighed by the sheer volume of fast-acting sugar and starch that drives your insulin through the roof, leading to a quick surge and a punishing fatigue? Biologically, high starch, high glycemic index. While bananas do contain great potassium, the reality for a man over 50 is that they are extremely starchy and high in sugar, especially when they are fully ripe. The greener, the better, but still high. Rapid digestion. The carbohydrates in ripe bananas are digested very quickly, creating a high glycemic index load. This rapid flood of glucose creates the exact same insulin surge as grapes, feeding visceral fat. That constant unnecessary insulin release tells your body to store fat, particularly the dangerous estrogen-producing visceral fat around your abdomen. This is how a seemingly innocent fruit can contribute to both low T and the aromatase enzyme that converts the T you do have into estrogen. Emotionally, sluggishness, and low desire. The emotional trap is one of sluggishness. The inevitable energy crash after the sugar peak leaves you feeling heavy, lethargic, and unmotivated, the opposite of what you need for peak performance. This lack of energy translates directly into a lack of desire, making intimacy feel like a chore rather than a spontaneous joy, practically micro portions and pairing. Moderation is key. Don't ban them, but use them sparingly. Instead of a whole banana, use a half a banana as part of a post-workout shake. The buffer rule. If you must eat a banana, always pair it with protein and healthy fat. Example, blend half a banana with protein powder, spinach, and a scoop of almond butter. The fat and protein slow down digestion, softening the insulin spike. Destroyer 3. Oranges, especially as juice, the liquid sugar trap. They're associated with vitamin C and morning health. But are you unknowingly drinking a daily glass of pure, unfiltered liquid sugar that accelerates arterial damage and creates the perfect environment for hormonal collapse? Biologically, fructose and arterial damage. The danger here isn't the whole orange, but the juice. Fiber removal. When you juice a fruit, you remove the fiber. Fiber is the body's natural brake, slowing down sugar absorption. Without it, the high concentration of fructose in orange juice hits your liver and bloodstream almost instantly. The liver load. This massive instantaneous fructose load is extremely demanding on the liver and directly contributes to insulin resistance and the formation of visceral fat. A single glass of orange juice can contain as much sugar as a can of cola. And because it's liquid, the insulin spike is brutal. This is a direct attack on testosterone production and arterial flexibility. Emotionally, systemic fatigue and apathy. The emotional consequence is systemic fatigue and apathy. This constant sugar flooding and subsequent T suppression leads to chronic low-grade exhaustion. You start your day with an energy spike from the juice, but spend the rest of it in a hormonal slump, leading to a general apathy towards physical exertion and intimate connection. Practically the substitution mandate: ban the juice. Eliminate orange juice from your daily routine. If you want vitamin C, eat a kiwi, a handful of berries, or add a slice of lemon to your water. Whole fruit caution. If you eat a whole orange, treat it as a once-a-week treat, not a daily staple. The fiber helps, but the sugar load is still significant and should be buffered with a meal. Switch to lemons and limes. They give you the immunity benefit without the hormonal sabotage. Destroyer 4, mango, the tropical sugar avalanche. This is the most beloved fruit on the planet. Sweet, exotic, and delicious. Yet this tropical treat often carries such an immense sugar payload that it's the quietest, fastest way to completely overwhelm your hormonal system and feed your estrogen-producing fat cells. Biologically, highest fructose load. If grapes and bananas are sugar bombs, the mango is a tropical sugar avalanche. Extreme sugar concentration. Mangoes are one of the most naturally sugar-dense fruits available. A single medium-sized mango can contain over 45 grams of sugar, almost all of it in the form of rapidly absorbed glucose and fructose. Maximal aromatization. This extreme sugar load creates the most powerful insulin spikes, which in turn fuels the growth of visceral fat, maximizing the activity of the aromatase enzyme. Eating mango regularly is like taking an enzyme booster designed to convert your testosterone directly into estrogen. It's the highest leverage mistake you can make for hormonal balance, emotionally, weight gain, and self-efficacy. The emotional devastation comes from stubborn, unshakable weight gain and the resulting blow to self-efficacy. Mangoes, when eaten daily, make it almost impossible to lose belly fat, which is where the hormonal war is being fought. When a man feels out of control of his body and sees the estrogen-fueled weight accumulating, his self-image, confidence, and desire to engage intimately plummet. Practically occasional treat only. Zero tolerance for daily. Mango must be viewed as an occasional vacation-only treat, not a daily staple. Substitution. If you love the tropical flavor, replace mangoes in your smoothies with a small amount of pineapple, which has more anti-inflammatory benefits, bromelain, and a slightly better sugar-to-nutrient ratio, but still use sparingly. Your best substitution is always the low glycemic, high antioxidant power of berries and pomegranate. Gentlemen, you now have the knowledge to take back control. Stop viewing food as simply calories. Start viewing it as hormonal messaging. Here is your simple toe action plan to begin resetting your hormonal factory and cleaning your blood vessels. Eliminate the saboteurs, the 4 no fruits for the next 14 days. Completely remove all grapes, bananas, mangoes, and orange juice from your diet. No exceptions. This instantly removes the massive insulin spikes that are suppressing your T production. The daily dual fuel. Every single day, ensure you consume 1/2 avocado healthy fats. This is your raw material for testosterone. 1 cup of mixed berries. Low glycemic antioxidants. This is your arterial repair crew and blood sugar stabilizer. The performance protocol. Establish a routine with your highest leverage fruits, pomegranate and watermelon. Drink a small glass of pure pomegranate juice daily with your breakfast. Enjoy a slice of watermelon or a citrine-rich smoothie a few hours before exercise or anticipated intimacy to maximize blood flow. This simple shift, trading sugar bombs for metabolic stabilizers, will be noticeable within 2 weeks. You will feel lighter, your energy will be more stable, and the quality of your morning and nocturnal erections will likely start to improve. The pursuit of health in your 50s and beyond is not about vanity or trying to be 20 again. It is about dignity. It's about having the comfort of knowing your body will respond when you call upon it. It's about having the freedom to engage intimately without the paralyzing anxiety of failure. It's about preserving your mental clarity and physical vigor so you can be the present, strong, and confident man your family and your life deserve. You deserve to look at yourself in the mirror and know that you are in control of your fuel. You deserve to experience the emotional depth and physical power of strong, satisfying intimacy. Your vitality is not some finite resource that simply runs out. It is a powerful factory that needs specific inputs. By choosing these supercharger fruits and avoiding the hormonal saboteurs, you are not just treating a symptom. You are laying the foundation for a vibrant, powerful second half of life. Gentlemen, the science is clear. Your plate is your pharmacy, and your choices are your prescription. The idea that age automatically means decline is a lie. The men I see who thrive in their 60s, 7s, and beyond are simply the men who understood the insulin-testosterone death spiral and chose to fuel their bodies with intention. I want that for you. I want you to feel the return of that youthful spark, the effortless confidence and the physical power that makes life truly exciting. Your best days are not behind you. They are waiting for you to make this small, profound nutritional commitment. If this video armed you with the information you needed to take control of your hormones, please do me one last favor. Hit that like button to validate this conversation. Subscribe to the channel for more science-backed supportive advice for men's health. Share this with one friend who is struggling with fatigue or weight gain. Give him the gift of this knowledge. And I believe in your potential. Choose to thrive. I will see you in the next.